Way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Oh, me and it's oh my, there ain't no one to go my bail. It was late last night when Harry came home. I heard him rapping on his door. He slipping and sliding with them new shoes on. Pop said, Willie, don't you rap no more. Way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Oh, me and it's oh my, there ain't no one to go my bail. I was over at my sweet Sally's house, sitting in that big old armchair. One arm around my old guitar and the other one around my dear. Way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Oh, me and it's oh my, there ain't no one to go my bail. Pick her out, man. Shirt is all that I got, and a dollar is all that I crave. I brought nothing with me into this old world, ain't gonna take nothing to the grave. Way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Oh, me and it's oh my, there ain't no one to go my bail. Thank you so much for coming out tonight to celebrate the music of Doc Watson. Doc was born in March. This is his birthday month. Some of the songs we're going to do tonight were written by Doc, and others were just songs that he played and made famous. This is one that I probably learned because of Doc Watson. This is called Rabbit in a Log. How will I get him? I know. I'll get me a briar and I'll run it in his hair. That's the way I get him, I know. I know, I surely know. Yeah, that's the way I get him, I know. I'm gonna get me a briar and I'll run it in his hair. That's the way I get him, I know. Hit that hard. An old farmer's shack. That's where I rest my weary bones. Up the road a ways ahead in that old farmer's shed. That's where I rest my weary bones. Weary bones, weary bones, you lazy bones, lazy bones. Hey, that's where I rest my weary bones. I'll have a feast here tonight while the moon is shining bright. Find myself a place to lie down. Gonna make me a fire and I'll roast that old hare. Roll them in the flames and make them brown. Ow! Have a feast here tonight while the moon is shining bright. Find myself a place to lie down, to lie down, to lie down. I find myself a place to lie down. I'll have a feast here tonight while the moon is shining bright. Find myself a place to lie down. How about those? Place to lie down. Have a feast here tonight while the moon is shining bright. Find myself a place to lie down. I am so not used to playing guitar on that. That was fun. In fact, I don't ever know if I played guitar on that ever. Okay, we're gonna play one now that Doc brought to the folk scene. This next song, I think, more than anybody else. And then three young fellers got a hit out of it. They were called the Kingston Trio. But we're gonna do it closer to the Doc Watson version. This is called Tom Dooley. All good? Well, hang your head, Tom Dooley, hang your head and cry. You killed poor Laurie Foster, now you're bound to die. You took her on the mountain, there you took her life. Took her on the mountain, there you took her life. Well, hang your head, Tom Dooley, hang your head and cry. Killed poor Laurie Foster, now it's time to die. You took her on the mountain, there you took her life. Took her on the mountain, you stabbed her with your knife. You dug the grave 4 foot wide, you dug it 6 foot deep. You rolled the cold clay over her, you tromped it with your feet. Well, hang your head, Tom Dooley, hang your head and cry. Killed poor Laurie Foster, now you're bound to die. Trouble, boys, trouble been rolling through my mind. If it hadn't been for the sheriff, I'd be in Carolina. Well, this time tomorrow, where do you reckon I'll be? Down in a lonesome holler, hanging from a white oak tree. Hang your head, Tom Dooley, hang your head and cry. You killed poor Laurie Foster, now you're bound to die. I'm gonna try some banjo music. I'm backing Matt up on a song. By the way, this is my friend Matt Harrison. How about a shout out for Matt?
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Van, for having me out here. It's a real pleasure. I really enjoy it when he invites me out to play here at the Elk Creek. Great venue. And what a treat to be playing some of the music of the folks that we used to play and listen to a lot when we were younger and really helped us along our way. This is an old song that we've done before and I played a lot. One of my favorites by Doc Watson. And it's Blue Ridge Mountain Blues. You get ready for the banjo? I was young and in my prime, I left my home in Caroline. Now all I do is sit and cry for all those folks I left behind. I got those Blue Ridge Mountain blues, and I'll stand right here and say, my grip is packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel for that Blue Ridge far away. I'm gonna do right by my mom. I'm gonna stay right by my pa. I like to hang around the cabin door, then they'll know where to worry anymore. I got those Blue Ridge Mountain blues, and I'll stand right here and say, my grip is packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel for that Blue Ridge far away. I see a hazel snowy white, I see a window with a light, I seem to hear them both recite, where is my darling boy tonight? I got those Blue Ridge Mountain blues, and I'll stand right here and say, my grip is packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel for that Blue Ridge far away. Both get it. I'll stand right here and say, my grip is packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel for the Blue Ridge far away. My grip is packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel for that Blue Ridge far away. Thank you. Man, that Doc Watson can really pick.
Cool with C for Black Mountain Rag?
Yeah.
C, 2 guitars?
I was going to ask you what you want me to play on this.
I think 2 guitars would be interesting.
We're going to play the Black Mountain Rag. I learned it in the 1990s from a Presbyterian pastor in State College. His name was Joel, and I'm going to need a local to tell me his last name. It's been too many decades, but Joel was the youth pastor at the Presbyterian Church in State College, and he pulled a, what was it?
P. Blunt.
Blunt, that sounds right. I didn't know that. I'm glad we thought of him tonight. Blunt, it's been a long time. Thank you. So Pastor Blunt, he pulled out a guitar one night, and I kind of rolled my eyes. I'm like, I've heard pastors play guitar before. Here comes Kumbaya for the 1,000th time. And he played this.
never played it with anybody in my life.
I don't think I've ever played that one.
Shady Grove, dog minor. Any instrument of your choice.
So right across the street in State College from the Presbyterian Church was a coffee shop. I don't know what it's called now. I bet it's still there. But Matt and I used to play there. When we played, it was what? Cafe Gourmet?
Yep.
Saints.
Is it now? Saints Cafe, that's right.
But it was Saints for a while then. And I remember playing this next Doc Watson song. Well, Doc's the reason I know this song. This old song, Shady Grove. I remember playing it there.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. Cheeks as red as a blooming rose, and eyes the prettiest brown. She's a darling of my heart, sweetest little girl in town. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. I had a big fine horse and corn to feed him on, and Shady Grove to stay at home to feed him when I'm gone. Ah, Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, she was standing in the door, her shoes and stockings in her hand, and her little bare feet on the floor. When I was a little boy, I wanted a Barlow knife, but now I want my little Shady Grove to stay with all my life. Hey, Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Here we go. From little Shady Grove, as sweet as brandy wine, but there ain't no girl in this whole world that's prettier than mine. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Going home. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away.
Yeah, man. Groundhog, or whatever.
This might be one of my favorite Doc Watson songs. If you speak Pennsylvania Dutch, this is a song about de groensau. What's a groensau? It's a groundhog. Makes sense, doesn't it? A groensau. Here we go. Goes like this. Shoulder up your gun and whistle up your dog. Shoulder up your gun and whistle up your dog. Off to the woods for to catch groundhog, the whole groundhog. Now what do you do when a groundhog's dead? What do you do when a groundhog's dead? You make a banjo out of his head, the whole groundhog. piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. Little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself. The whole groundhog. Look out, fellers, they're about to fall. Look out, fellers, they're about to fall. I'll eat till my britches won't button at all. Whole groundhog. Fellers, I'm going wild. Look out, fellers, I'm going wild. Gonna eat the hog before he's took the wild. Whole groundhog. I'll eat him now, cooked up and fried. Eat him now, cooked up and fried. Best darn shoestring that ever was tied. The whole groundhog. Shoulder up your gun and whistle up your dog. Shoulder up your gun and whistle up your dog. We're off to the woods for to catch groundhog. The whole groundhog.
That sounded cool, man. Watson Blues. Really?
Later this summer, we're going to be playing a night of the music of Bill Monroe. And I have some real special guests lining up for that. I don't recall if that is July or August, but it's later in the year. But we're going to do a song that Bill Monroe wrote for Doc Watson. And it was never recorded in a studio that I know of, but if you have some live Smithsonian recordings of Doc Watson with Bill Monroe, that's where you can find this gem. It's called the Watson Blues.
And we have never played it live.
No, we have not. Have we played this together before?
I've never even played it.
How's it go?
Like this.
Song that I love playing with Van. I've been doing over the years,
I
and
don't know what key you do it in now.
It's called All About You, or I told the Whippoorwill. C. Can you do this one and C? Have you ever played this song?
Yes.
You like C?
C. How fast do you want to do it tonight?
You want to rip it?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I told the daffodil, I told the whippoorwill, just how pretty you smile, honey. I told them all about you. I told each little bird every little single word that you say is worthwhile, honey. I told them all about you. I told the moon and every little star above about the way you roll your pretty eyes and how you love. Every little honeybee knows it's gonna be honeymoon for two, honey. I told them all about you. Yeah. Yes, I told the daffodil, I told the whippoorwill just how pretty you smile, honey. I told them all about you. I told each little bird every little single word that you say is worthwhile, honey. I told them all about you. I told the moon and every little star above about the way you roll your pretty eyes and how you love. Every little honeybee knows it's gonna be honeymoon for two, honey. I told them all about you. Yeah. Try that again.
All right, we got a Pennsylvania connection with this next song. This is a song I love singing, and I've heard it done many ways, but I always appreciate it when Doc Watson does this next song. He usually slowed it down, and that's the way I believe this was intended to sound. It's called The Banks of the Ohio, and it's not meant to be a ripper. I was in the Sawtooth Mountains of Idaho, and I remember playing this song nice and slow with a group of people that had been through a tough winter, and we enjoyed a night of Doc Watson songs up there in the Sawtooth Mountains. It goes like this. Oh, why the Pennsylvania connection? Because the Ohio River starts in Pennsylvania, that's why. I asked my love to take a walk, just a little ways with me. And as we'd walk, oh, we would talk all about our wedding day. Darling, say that you'll be mine in our home. We'll happy be down beside where the waters flow on the banks of the Ohio. I took her by her lily white hand, led her down the banks of sand. I plunged her in where she would drown, and watched her as she floated down. Darling, say that you'll be mine in our returning home between 12 and 1, thinking, Lord, what a deed I'd done. I killed the girl I love, you see, because she would not marry me. Darling, say that you'll be mine in our home. Will happy be down beside where the waters flow on the banks of the Ohio. The very next day at 4:30, the sheriff walked right to my door. He says, young man, don't try to run. You'll pay for this awful crime you've done. Darling, say that you'll be mine in our home. Will happy be down beside where the waters flow on the banks of the Ohio. Down beside where the waters flow on the banks of the Ohio.
Thank you. How are you with Salt Creek? I'm a little rusty, but I think I'll...
Can we move it to the second set? Can we move that one to the second set?
I think so.
Not any of the rest. What do you think?
Wreck of the 97 and take a break? Yeah.
We're going to do the wreck of the 97, and then we're going to take a break. Next month, first Thursday in April, I'll be playing the music of Pete Seeger and Hudie Ledbetter. I've been practicing like crazy because lead belly music is something I listened to my whole life, but I have never played a whole lot of it. So if you want to hear some interesting music, come on out April and hear my best attempt at playing lead belly.
Wreck of 97? No, that's the Pearl Jam song, Yellow Ledbetter.
It's a true story about a train wreck. It's called Wreck of the Old 97. It goes like this. Well, they gave him his orders down in Monroe, Virginia, saying, Steve, you're way behind time. This ain't old 38, no, it's old 97. Gotta put her into Spencer on time. Well, he turned and he said to his blacked up greasy fireman, said, shovel on a little more coal. You just watch as we cross that White Oak Mountain. You can watch old 97 roll. Now it's a mighty rough road from Lynchburg to Danville, and it runs on a 3-mile grade. It was on that grade that he lost his air brakes, and I saw what a jump he made. Now he was going down that grade, making 90 miles an hour, when his whistle broke into a scream. He was found in a wreck with his hand on the throttle, scalded to death by steam. Here we go. So all of you ladies, won't you listen to the story that I sing today and learn? Don't speak harsh words to a true loving husband. He might leave you and never return. Yeah, he was going down that grade, making 90 miles an hour. His whistle broke into a scream. He was found in a wreck with his hand on the throttle, scalded to death by steam. Let's go home together.
Quick break. We'll be back. Thank you.
Along about 18 and 25, I left Tennessee very much alive. Never would have courted the Arkansas flood if I hadn't been riding on a Tennessee stud. I had a little trouble with my sweetheart's pa. One of her brothers was a bad outlaw. Wrote her a letter from my Uncle Fudd, then I rode away on the Tennessee stud. Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Drifted on down to no man's land across the river called the Rio Grande. I raced my horse with the Spaniards full, and I got a skin full of silver and gold. Me and a gambler, we couldn't agree. We got in a fight over Tennessee. We jerked our guns and he fell with a thud, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Well, I got as lonesome as a man could be, dreaming of my girl in Tennessee. The Tennessee stud's green eyes turned blue, cause he was dreaming of a sweetheart too. We loped right back across Arkansas. I whooped her brother and I whooped her paw. We forded the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee ride the Tennessee mare. Now the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. Woo! He had the nerve and he had the blood, and never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Stirrup to stirrup, side by side, we crossed the mountains and our valleys wide. We came to big muddy, we forded the flood on the Tennessee mare and the Tennessee stud. There's a pretty little girl on the cabin floor and a pretty colt around the floor. I love the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee stud loves the Tennessee mare. Oh, the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud.
Elk Creek and G. Yeah.
That was called Salt Creek.
I don't think I could have done that earlier.
That on the piano, or what are you saying? Well, Matt and I are looking forward to coming to the Smoke Country Jam in June.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania's premier bluegrass festival, and I'll tell you, it is like a homecoming for us. But they also do a great job of bringing in fresh acts and new bands every year. So
Awesome music.
even if you're like, oh, I've been there, it was 10 years ago, you're missing out. Come back, it's a whole new festival. And we're one of the few lucky ones that get to come back every year. And this is a song I remember playing at Smoke Country Jam last year with Matt. It's a song Doc Watson brought to my life anyway. It is called the Cuckoo. It was a song that was real popular with both sides of the Civil War. You had soldiers from the north and the south at night sitting in the camps playing this song, which shouldn't surprise you. It's a song about a bird. You know, I don't think the soldiers wanted to think about deep philosophical things at night after a battle. I think you're just songs about home, songs about a bird. And this is a fun one to play. The Cuckoo. What kind of tempo are you feeling?
Whatever you like.
Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she flies, but she never says cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Gonna build me a log cabin on the mountain so high, so I can see Bottle as she goes rolling by. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she flies, but she never says cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Gonna build me that log cabin on that mountain so high. Gonna count my many blessings as the wood pile gets high. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she flies, but she never says cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Jack of diamonds, I have known you from old. You have robbed my poor pockets from my silver and my gold. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she flies, but she never says cuckoo till the 4th day of July. I have played cards in England. I have played cards in Spain. I bet you $10 I will beat you next game. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she flies, but she never says cuckoo till the 4th day of July.
Yes, it is.
We're going to sing you a ballad now from Doc's repertoire.
Oh, it's apple minor, sorry. I'm embarrassed, it's alpha minor.
Alpha minor. Apple, alpha, apple. Appalachia. Played in the key of Appalachia.
Early one morning at the St. James Hospital. Early one morning in the month of May, when I looked through the window and I spied a dear cowboy. Dear cowboy, cold as a clay. Set ye down by me, come and hear my sad story. Set me down by me and hear my sad song. For my poor head is aching and my heart is a-breaking. I'm a poor cowboy that knowed I done wrong. Send for that doctor to come and heal up my body. Oh, send for that preacher to come and pray for my soul. For my poor head is aching and my sad heart is breaking. I'm a poor cowboy and hell is my doom. And 16 pretty maidens to come and carry my coffin. 16 pretty maidens to come and sing me a song. Tell 'em to bring sweet, sweet smelling roses, so they won't smell me as they carry me along. Slowly and play the fife lowly, play the death march as you carry me along. Throw bunches of lilies all over my coffin. There's a poor cowboy that knowed he done wrong. I got to see Doc Watson in North Carolina in the 1990s.
Wow.
And in between changing strings on a broken guitar string, he told a joke. It went something like this. It was great. He said, there was this mountain preacher, and this mountain preacher had his bicycle missing. He figured somebody stole it. And he ran into his friend. He said, friend, my bicycle's been stolen. And the friend said, well, I know what to do. Next Sunday, I want you to go up on that pulpit, and I want you to preach a good lesson on the 10 Commandments. And when you get to that part about thou shalt not steal, I want you to dwell long and hard on that part, and you're bound to get one of your neighbors to feel real guilty, and they're going to come forward, and they're going to bring your bicycle back. Good plan. He said, well, the next week, he saw the preacher going down the road, and he had his bicycle. So he said, it's great, it must have worked. He said, yeah, it worked, but not like you think. When I got down through all those 10 Commandments to that part about thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, I remembered where I left my bicycle. Ready? That sounds like a train. There goes that train to carry my girl from town. If I know that number, Lord, I'd drag her down. I wish to the Lord that that train would wreck, kill that engineer and break the fireman's neck. Hey, that train that carry my girl from town. Hey, 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 here we go. Well, where was you when that train left town? I was standing on a corner with my head hung down. I had my gun with that hammer down. Lord, I'd shoot that rounder, took my girl from town. Hey, that train that carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, that train that carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 hey. On the table and the coffee's getting cold. Some dirty rounder stole my jelly roll. Hello, Central 609. I want to talk to that woman of mine. Hey, that train that carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, that train that carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 that train. Ashes and dust to dust. Would you show me a woman that a man can trust? There goes my girl, somebody bring me back, 'cause she got her money in the money sack. Hey, that train that carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, that train that carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go home. That I can't help but blend the two together.
Good luck tomorrow. See you in what? Okay. Oh, you're not leaving? I'm saying we can. I'm saying I think it's. I'm bound to throw in the. Yes, I got to. It's in my. It's just a have to. It's bound to ride.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, from the green of flowing mountains to the south down by the shore, she's mighty tall and handsome and known quite well by all. She's a regular combination called the Wabash Cannonball. Oh, listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar. Glides along the woodland, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall. Traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Well, the eastern states are dandies, so the people say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago, by the way. On the hills of Minnesota, where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball. Oh, listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar. Gliding through the woodland, over the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall. Traveling through the country on the Wabash Cannonball. Daddy Claxton, may his name forever stand in the hills of Tennessee and throughout this land. When his earthly race is over and the curtains round him fall, we'll carry him on to victory on the Wabash Cannonball. Oh, listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar. Rides along the woodland, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear lonesome hobo squall. Traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Well, we came down from Nashville a warm November day. We rolled into the station, I heard somebody say, there's a boy from Tennessee, he's wide, he is tall. Regular combination on the Wabash Cannonball. Hey, listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar. Riding through the woodland, over the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall. Traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Help us out, goes like this. One more time. Let's hear the train.
The wind. Cool. That's the most brilliant there. Yeah.
We're gonna play you the Soldier's Joy. Are you?
Uh-oh.
Do you want mandolin or guitar? What do you prefer? Or two guitars?
All of it.
He's gonna switch around. We're gonna switch it around.
Yeah. He's going to switch it.
How about I just stay on the guitar and you
He's going to
switch
switch it around.
We'll go dog. I'll just be 65 miles an hour on Interstate 80 and cruise control, and you do the crazy stuff.
Ready? I'll kick it off, ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that's not how J.D. Crowe did it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Summertime and the living is easy. Catfish are jumping and old cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Spread out your wings, take to the sky. Until that day, you can hush up your crying. Your daddy and your mama standing by. Summertime, the living is easy. Catfish are jumping, the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Take us out. Summertime and the living is easy. Catfish are jumping, the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, your mama's good looking. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Oh, hush, little baby, don't you cry. You grew up listening to Doc Watson, you don't realize which songs are like 150 years old and which ones are 2 years old. And that's one of those that I grew up listening to Doc Watson with that recording. I thought, oh, that song. And it was a popular song in his childhood is all it is. It'd be no different than us playing some Pearl Jam or Nirvana, which we're not going to do tonight. Or are we? Okay. But, here's an old Carter family song, and I think Doc grew up playing a lot of Carter family music. Did you say Dog or George? Dog or George? George. 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 New New River Train. The New River Gorge is kind of not too far from where Doc grew up, but again, he didn't write this one. This is an old Carter family song, and this is our own version of it. How high do you want to go? 6? You want to go all the way to 8? We'll see.
All the way.
All the way?
I go to 11.
Well, riding on that New River train, riding on that New River train, that same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me home again. Darling, you can't love one. Darling, you can't love one. You can't love one and have any fun. Oh, darling, you can't love one. Darling, you can't love two. Darling, you can't love two. You can't love two. Still be true. Oh, darling, you can't love two. Riding on that New River train. Riding on that New River train. That same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me way up. Play that fiddle, yeah. Darling, you can't love 3. Darling, you can't love 3. Thank you. You can't love 3 and be true to me. Oh, darling, you can't love 3. Darling, you can't love 4. Darling, you can't love 4. You can't love 4 and love anymore. Oh, darling, you can't love 4. Well, riding on that New River train, riding on that New River train. That same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again. Hey, we are riding on that New River train, riding on that New River train. That same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again. That same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey! Hello! Hello, Cleveland! Hello, Cleveland! We got time for 2 more songs. Thanks so much. This has been a blast. How many of you have gotten to see Doc Watson in your lifetime? Let's see some hands. All right. That counts close. Where were you? North Carolina? All right. Where were you?
I've seen a lot, but mainly New York and West Virginia, North Carolina.
Wow. And where were you? Tennessee. And where were you the almost on?
Our district is address.
We grew up with a guy named R.J. Renteria who went to Messiah College, and I don't know if he saw him in Dickinson or where, but he played somewhere in Pennsylvania. And R.J. said he was on, poor Doc, they put him on an electronic, it's a true story, they put him on an electronic rotating stage. And he said when he got done, Doc, you know, he was, if you didn't know, Doc was a blind musician. But Doc went on stage, performed, and when it was time to get off stage, he was a little bit confused. I'd be confused. I'm a sighted person. Leave it to Pennsylvania to do that to our national treasures. Someone in their brilliance was like, I got an idea. Let's take Doc Watson and put him on an electronic rotating stage. Those stages do exist. There's one at Susquehanna University, and it takes like 28 minutes for the thing to turn, but it does. We got a few more songs. This is a fun one called The Crawdad Hole. You get a line and I get a pole, honey. You get a line and I get a pole, babe. You get a line and I get a pole. We'll go down to the Crawdad Hole, honey, baby mine. Sat on the bank, my feet were cold, honey. Sat on the bank till my feet got cold, babe. Sat on the bank till my feet got cold, watching the crawdads jump in the hole. Honey, baby mine. Yonder come a man with a sack on his back, honey. Yonder come a man with a sack on his back, babe. Yonder come a man with a sack on his back, got more crawdads than he can pack, honey, baby mine. Now you get a line and I get a pole, honey. You get a line and I get a pole, babe. You get a line and I get a pole. We'll go down to the Crawdad Hole, honey, baby mine. Fell down and fell in the bushes, honey. Fell down in the bushes, babe. Fell down in the bushes, now the crawdads all over me, honey, baby mine. You get a line, I get a pole, honey. You get a line, I get a pole, babe. You get a line, I get a pole. Go down to the Crawdad Hole, honey, baby mine. What did the hen duck say to the drake, honey? What did the hen duck say to the drake, babe? What did the hen duck say to the drake? There ain't no crawdads in this lake, honey, baby mine. Now you get a line, I get a pole, honey.
Yeah.
You get a line, I get a pole, babe. You get a line, I get a pole. Go down to the Crawdad Hole, honey, baby mine. Oh, honey, baby mine. We are excited because not only is McKinley doing a great job on sound tonight, he's recording tonight. And so give us a few days, but tonight's concert will be up on Spotify as a podcast for free in a few days. We couldn't figure out the legalities of recording other people's music. It can be done, but you need lawyers. And
We don't do lawyers.
no, but we figured a loophole. You can do a podcast, and in that podcast, you can discuss live recordings. So we're just going to do a 2-hour live recording podcast, and that'll be out real soon. There's no discussion. It's just a recording from tonight, thanks to McKinley. So
We're discussing it right now.
we're discussing it right now. A pleasure to have you here tonight. Whether you came tonight because you're a Doc Watson fan and you're like, I don't want to miss that, or whether you were like, I just want a good burger, I'm going to Elk Creek tonight, and you stumbled upon us. Thanks for being here.
I just wanted a good cauliflower casserole.
This is my friend Matt Harrison on guitar and fiddle
Thank you.
and mandolin.
Thank you so much. You're a great crowd. This is my friend Van Wagner who put this all together. I can't thank him enough.
I'll be back solo next month, the first Thursday in April. I'll be back to do Pete Seeger and Leadbelly music. We're going to close with a song I learned from my cousin Steven. It's a Doc Watson song called The Deep River Blues. Rain, let it pour, let it go a whole lot more, 'cause I got them deep river blues. That old girl, there we go, I got the wrong lyrics, but I'm on track now, and I got them deep river blues. It goes like this. My old gal, a good old gal, she looks like a waterfowl when I get them deep river blues. There ain't no one to cry for me. All the fish go on a spree when I got them deep river blues. Let's play some guitar. back my old boat, I will sail if she'll float, 'cause I got them deep river blues. I am going back to Muscle Shoals. Times are better than I'm told, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I got them deep river blues. If my boat sinks with me, I'll go out too, but I don't see, and I got them deep river blues. Say goodbye, and if I sink, just let me die, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Oh, let that rain